You have a country where Igbo man is not chief of army staff and IG still they believe Imo Ikenga. And now to the news in full. In a video posted on Symphony TV, a federal lawmaker and a member of the People's Democratic Party, Imo Ikenga Ugochinyere, highlighted the lack of representation of the Igbo people in key leadership positions within the Nigerian government and its institutions, such as the army, police, customs, immigration, and central bank. Despite this marginalization, Ugochinyere argued that the Igbo people remain hopeful and are not asking for these positions to be handed to them. Instead, they simply desire peace to be restored in their region. Ugochinyere statement shed light on the ongoing struggle for political representation and equality faced by the Igbo people in Nigeria, as well as their resilience and commitment to peaceful coexistence. According to Imo Ikenga Ugochinyere, today you have a country that the Igbo man is not the chief of army staff. The Igbo man is not IG. The Igbo man is not DG of DSS. The Igbo man is not custom CG. The Igbo man is not immigration head. The Igbo man is not central bank, but still, they still believe. All they are asking is not even if you share those things with them, but restore peace in our place. It's true. Nnamdi Presley says Ugo is not saying anything about the killings in his house in Olu. But Wade Bernard says this guy at times talks too much. Which peace is he looking for in their place? Who caused unrest there is one of the problems of the Southeast. How is it one of the problems of the Southeast? People are marginalizing Igbos in everything, and still they are not even causing problem with you. Just give us our Biafra nation, let us go. It is not by force, but no, you are refusing to do that for them. What exactly do you people want from these people? You are not putting them in position. You don't want them to be president. You don't want them in places of power, yet they are not complaining. Patrick Odunze replies to Babade says, most of you behave like ostrich. You pretend as if you don't know the issues on hand. Let me remind you, in case you have forgotten, before the advent of APC government in 2015, Southeast SE is the most peaceful region in Nigeria. The violence in SE is government motivated. Do you ask how? Let me remind you, Buhari came to power and introduced 97-5 policy. Ignore the dumb arithmetic. Next, he sent his terrorist kinsmen with AK-47, raping and terrorizing Nigerians. We started agitating against marginalization. He used kinetic means against us. Christopher says, Igbos want Biafra and you want them to produce the chief of staff or IGP or DGDSS. And if it's not because you people are not doing what they want, you are not putting them in places of position, they will not be agitating for Biafra. They will not want Biafra nation or anything. But you don't want them to be chief of staff, you don't want them to be IG, you don't want them in places of power, you don't want them to be president. So they are saying that give us our Biafra nation so that everything that you don't want us to be, we can have it in our own country, in our own Biafra nation once we have it. That is what they want. Patrick Oduze replies to Christopher again, says, what brought about agitation for Biafra? Is it different from what Ugochinyere is narrating? Most Nigerians will value Igbos when they exit Nigeria, and it is loading. Vicky Prince Osinachi says, if we can have more people like this in government, Nigeria will not be the way it is. Ayuba Adamu says, Chief of Naval Staff is a Igbo man. Jusinora Davis says, we need peace FG, leave Igbos alone. Abdullahi Justice says, it will be hard for an Igbo man to attain such seats because of the vacuum late Ojukwu created. That is the reason why we should stop betraying, because we don't know where the world is leading to. I come in peace. If Ojukwu has created a vacuum or anything and you've said, okay, you're not going to put Igbo people in any position of power, leave them, let them go and have their Biafra nation. It's as simple as that. Let them go. If you don't want them in places of power, let them go. Charles Jeminiwa said it is very risky to make an indigene of a Biafra Sioux, a terrorist tribe to be IG or Army Chief of Nigeria. Nawa. Sunday Osahon says, see this Fubara Commissioner for Fake News and Information. I thought you were a deputy governor of a joint nation when Asari jailed Nnamdi Kanu. You joined the celebration. Now Wike you see in Nnamdi Kanu. Your brother that kidnapped by government you kept because you joined Asari jailam. Fool for money. Fubara no give you money again because courts don't block am. No forget your people and face Wike quick money from Fubara. I don't even understand what this person is saying. Select Kosa says Ugochinyere is a spiritual mogul. In his betrayal to Igbo people, God will punish his family in Jesus' mighty name. Okay. Mike Nelson Michael says, we Igbos worldwide are keenly watching the current serving politicians from the southeast region. We've actually discovered that Honorable Ugochinyere is the only mouth speaking for the region in matters of public importance, while others are just there to collect salary with understanding and believe that nobody takes note of their subtle selfishness. Be aware a time is coming when you all that are mindful of your stomach will be jealous of Honorable Ugochinyere, who shall soon get our title in Igbo land. Okay. Khalid Sulaiman says, Igbo man, don't bother yourself. By 2027, we are going to vote Mr. Obi as President of Nigeria by the grace of Almighty God. Well, that is if they don't rig the election now. Because we know that rigging is the order of the day in our country. Ashabi Victoria said, such a position is not by tribe. It is by whom you trust. When Anime Kachukuneye becomes the president, the two positions should be held by Uchenna Owaleke and Tom Tochukwu Ebuka. It is for safety and trust. But really, there are some people that are not from your region that you would even trust more than your own tribesmen or people that come from your village. So it's not always about tribalism, who you trust and everything. We should let tribalism leave us in this country. Tribalism is too much. We don't need to use tribalism to judge matters. Sulaiman Abubakar says, Chief of the Naval is an Igbo man, but because you're an hypocrite, you refuse to mention him. I know some useless people will still say only Chief of Naval Staff. What can people say about of ministers and some top government appointments? Elijah Chukwuka says the marginalization of the Igbo nation is being supported by some or most Igbo politicians just for their own selfish expectation that will never come to happen unless they change from those they are evil. Edgar Odido says Tinubu is serving the Igbos a small piece of his soaked bread. Eloy Shegun says nonsense talk. John Cassidy says, don't worry, it is only a matter of time. Yahweh will put everything in order. The prophetic voice of Yahweh. Okay. My listeners, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.